your mama's racing stream.
This is VRN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
Hey, welcome Vigilante Nation and happy Thanksgiving as we get set for round 3 of the Vigilante Racing League's Premiere Series. This is the Vigilante Racing Network coming to you live from virtual Sonoma, California, deep in the heart of wine country for the Thankless 113 here at Sonoma Raceway. My name is Alan Vaught and I'll be bringing you all of the excitement and racing action here tonight. And we're going to start off with some session details. So tonight's race, 57 laps, folks. That's 113 miles of left and right-hand turning. Some of these drivers love road course racing. Some of it absolutely despise it, but we're going to get to experience it together, and it should be a good time. They do have only 60% fuel level within their tanks. They don't have any limit on tires, and there is no fast repairs in this series. The incident limit is set to 33 and 6, and as always, iRacing controls the cautions, the lucky dog, and the wave arounds. Now, not mentioned here on your information slide, this particular race does have a mid-race caution, a competition caution, which will come at lap 29 and thrown by the admin, Lori. So let's talk championship points as we're starting off on round 3 here. Your current leader is the 51 of Dylan Bryant with 74 points. Second's the 89 of Craig Goodenough, 71 points. In third place, the newly minted 31 machine of Jacob Alicia with 66 points. Fourth place is the 47 of John McAdam with 65 points. And fifth place is the 88 of Mike Adamson with 64 points. Only 10 points separate our top drivers here going into round 3. So this should be a very interesting season. There's no points reset. This is straight 13 races. So 10 races after tonight will determine our champion. With that, folks, we're cutting over right now while these drivers are still in qualifying. We'll see if we can get you a look at that. Right now, you're watching the 13 machine of Andy Player. So while we're taking a look at Andy, let's talk about driver cams here tonight. We have some onboard cameras. Maybe one of your favorite drivers is part of this. We'll see if we can get a look at that. So not on the screen as far as the truck's concerned, but this is the onboard camera of Kelly Kill in the 01 machine. We're just going to cut through all these so you know who's out here tonight. Next up, you have the 023 of Scott Roney, the 085 of Greg Dobson, the 31 of Jacob Alicia, the 13 of Andy Player, whose truck is on your screen right now. You have the 29 machine of Dave Mayberry. The 81 of Jonathan Osborne. And then our final onboard camera here tonight is the 89 of Craig Goodenough. Now you'll notice on Craig's on board, he has a heart rate monitor and a foot cam, which at a road course is very interesting to watch. So we'll get an opportunity to see his footwork as he's working the 11 turns of this track, and also his heart rate. You can see his heart rate, the highest, the middle number is the highest that he achieves. So during practice alone, he's been up to 139 beats per minute. And he's, as he sits right now, the left-hand number is his current heart rate at 114. And then the right-hand number will be the average. So it'll be interesting to see if he's in some tight battles or has some close calls tonight, if he ends up having that heart rate jump higher than 139, which is solid zone 2 for those of you who are runners or cyclists out there. So that is our onboard cameras for the evening. And these guys got a few more minutes, so take a check on the chat here, see if anybody's already out there. Make sure you chat us up tonight, folks. Gonna be a lot of there's no cautions in this. There's only local cautions. What that means is when there's an incident on the track in a particular corner, they just let the drivers know as they're coming through that there's something danger or hazard ahead. Those drivers will slow down, make it through, and then go back to racing. There is not any full course cautions like you see in our normal oval racing. However, like I mentioned, we do have one competition caution that's set for lap 29. 29 or 30, you have to check with Lori. Lori, you have to check us out there. while we're watching them finish this up, I'll give you some information on the weather. See what the atmospherics are like here tonight. All right, it's pretty nice out there. I mean, it's California this time of year. 72 degrees is your ambient temperature. The track temp is at 97 degrees, so a bit 20, over 20 degrees hotter, but may not get much warmer than that, depending on how hard these guys are running a particular groove. The humidity level is set to 50, not set. It is 57%. The winds is pretty stout wind out there this evening, 20 to 21 mile per hour out of the west. But we are under mostly sunny skies, so it's good weather out there. Track may warm up a bit. These guys will find if they wear out those rear tires, it'll get pretty loose on them in the rear. Might make for some good action. As we're on board now with Greg Dobson of Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. One of 3 Canadian drivers in the field tonight. All right, let's talk penalties, folks. So tonight you do have some drivers starting at the rear after last week's race. The 19, and it's depending, some of these drivers might not be in the field. It is coming up on a holiday here, so I might be missing a couple, but I'll read these off anyway. The 19 of Scott Milner, the 29 of Dave Mayberry, the 01 of Kelly Kill, the 81 of Jonathan Osborne, the number 2 of Kilgore, the number 1 of Chris Gomes, the 99 of Albert Anderson. It's unfortunate for Albert Anderson Nation out there. The number 10 of Cawthon, Andrew Cawthon. So those are your drivers with penalties tonight. And while we're talking about Mr. Anderson, Albert's got a new company, and he has come on board the Premiere Series and the Vanquish Series here in VRL to be the primary sponsor. So if you live in the Washington, D.C. metro area and you need a tow, a jump start, a lockout, or even a tire change, make sure you contact Tow Call, Mr. Anderson's new company, Tow Call, at towcallroadside@gmail.com. That's all one word, towcallroadside@gmail.com. We're proud to have him on board as a primary sponsor for both the Premiere and the Vanquish Series for the entirety of season 13 and season 3 here in the Friday Night Vanquish. But right now, at the top of the leaderboard, we actually have Jacob Alicia sitting atop on the pole right now. Trevor Robertson in 2nd, Jack Dixon 3rd, Craig Goodenough 4th, John McAdam 5th. Those are your top 5 runners right now. Only see this driver, Greg Dobson, on the track, and Tom Barish into 35. So the drivers also that I read off with penalties, they are not able to qualify. So that's probably part of the reason you don't see other drivers up front. Maybe you normally would see. Like we're going to be fielding a 23-car field this evening. As you see, Tom Barish heading into pit lane. Should be wrapping up as he does tow right there. So it is the night before Thanksgiving. Hope everyone has made their travel already and safely at their destination. And we wish you here from VRL and the Vigilante Racing Network a very happy Thanksgiving, all you guys out there. As we start to see the field grid up here. So Jacob Alicia does maintain that top spot, so he has the pole going into this race. 2nd place, Trevor Robertson. 3rd, Jack Dixon. Craig Goodenough brings it home 4th. John McAdam in 5th. In 6th place, George Rincon. Andy Player is 7th. Dylan Bryant 8th. Scott Roney 9th. 5th place, Jesse Redding. 11th was Tom Barish. 12th place, Greg Dobson. Dion Jones 13th. 14th is Chris Gomes. 15th, Jeremiah Burke. 16th, Jonathan Osborne. 17th, Albert Anderson. 18th, Sean McDonald. 19th, Dave Mayberry. Kelly Kilson, 20th. Russ Kilgore, 21st. Scott Milner, 22nd. And John Gallagher rounds out your field in 23rd. Now, some of those back positions may double up once Lori gives out, the admin gives out the black flag. So if you had a penalty last week, you have an end of line start here, and you also don't get to qualify. So you'll see a little bit of that jumble up as we do that one pace lap before we go green. And that is your starting grid. See Albert Anderson Sr. out there in the chat saying hello. P. Brown, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Mike Adamson, hello, everyone. Or he's out there saying, you feel better soon, Mike Adamson. Is Mike not here tonight, maybe? I don't see him actually on the track, so he must not be feeling well. Jeremiah Burke out there. We missed Jeremiah. He's been doing family duties for a bit and been away, so he says, let's go, guys, go fast. I have Albert Anderson winning tonight with his turkey sandwich in hand, I'm sure. Winning with the race to go Thanksgiving dinner, that is. Okay. And you see them starting to pull off now. Gonna make one circuit around here before they go green. Sonoma Raceway, you know, this is right in the heart of wine country. Track is a 1.99 mile in the configuration that we're racing here tonight for the NASCAR event. It's asphalt, it's technical, it has a low banking, high braking demands, and corners, 11, elevation changes, hairpins, sweeping S's. I already mentioned it was in a Sonoma, nestled in the wine country hills, 1 hour north of San Francisco. It did open in 1968 and debuted with sports cars. NASCAR joined the circuit in 1989. And the signature trait of this course is rhythm, braking zones, apex precision, and pit strategy. And that's going to come into play tonight because these drivers only have about 21 laps of fuel. I mentioned the competition caution comes about 9 laps or so after these guys are going to be bingo on their fuel tanks, which means they're going to have to make a decision. Do they pit at that point, give up track position, and have to fight their way back through the crowd, knowing there's no more cautions, no full course cautions, that is? Or are they going to go ahead and hit pit lane and or stay out rather and just hit pit lane when they absolutely have to have fuel? Making our way down through the S's now. Should see that pace truck pull off into pit lane. Just to the left there. There he goes. Had me worried for a second. I thought he was going to stay out. I'm going to pull around here and they're going to go green. It's going to be on the flagman this time. Once they get up to the zone here, it's not on the leader. It's going to be on the flagman. Once they get to the green zone here.
Green flag, green flag.
We are underway, folks, here from Sonoma. Making our way up these turns 1 and 2. Climbing the hill here. This is the top of the course. I'm going to dip down again for another series of S-like turns. It's real tricky coming off this next one. You see the leader going through because the truck gets light there. And if you give it too much gas, especially on cold tires, you could go around pretty quick. 31 gets a great jump out here. That's Alicia over the number 6 of Robertson. Good enough and close pursuit. Good enough won this race here on Monday night by a significant margin. So he is super fast here. Don't know if he didn't quite hit his marks during qualifying or if he just got outran, but we'll find out here. Oh, you see the 6 getting really squirrely there. 6 qualified second here on Monday night as well. – Got Ricky Wittenberg out there in the chat saying, good luck, guys. I'm going to do my dead level best to be back in next week. My co-host on Wednesday nights. Been down a little bit here. He went on vacation, then he came back from vacation. And as so often happens, especially anyone out there with small kids, you end up getting sick from something. And he's been kind of dealing with that for the last little bit. It's like you got Gallagher and maybe Dobson off in the back here. We'll go back and take a look at that as we see the leaders getting a very good start here. It's like they are going to pull away from the pack a good bit. Let's go back and see what happened to Mr. Gallagher. Hopefully this was a minor. See 123 here. This is Gallagher. Coming out of turn 10, coming out to 11. That last hard turn before you come to the start finish line. Oh, just not terrible, but looks like maybe blocked up the rear tires a bit. He'll be able to continue. Now with Greg Dobson, let's take a look at Greg. He's in that 085 truck right there, the purple and black machine. Coming down to the same corner. Just kind of overshoots it a bit. And that little bit actually indicated he had an accident, even though he didn't. Got 29 challenging him here. We're going to go back live. So since there's no cautions, what I'll do is when I see these pop up on the screen, folks, I'll go back and check them out so you'll know how your favorite driver's doing. Up here at the front, you can see the 89 is getting closer to that number 6 machine of Trevor Robertson. Might be going to challenge him soon. We'll go on board here and watch his footwork here for a second. He's getting to where he's pretty close to striking distance on the 6. You can see his heart rate's kind of jumping up. His peak during practice is that 147 number in the middle. 141 is his current heart rate, so he's got it up there pretty good. Get a chance to watch him work. He's feathering that throttle pedal. He's doing a 2-foot action there. A lot of guys do left foot braking. I do left foot braking. We'll watch until he gets down in here to the this last turn. I'll watch him come in and out of that one. Full throttle here. He's gonna get out and get hard on the brakes. He's doing a dive for the 6. See if he can get in there. Trying to make sure he doesn't get into him. Might have been a little bit of contact there, or the 6 that locked up his wheel, but he makes the pass here pretty well. Think he's going to have him clear, maybe not. 6 is fighting back on that inside. Oh no! They made contact and the 6 goes around. The 89's able to continue. We'll go back and take a look at that. All right, so this is what we got here. This is on the inside. It looked like maybe the 6 ran over the apron a little bit there. It was tight racing for sure. Doesn't damage his truck, but he's going to lose a lot of spots here. I'm sure he's thankful this is happening in the first half of the race and not before the comp caution. He's still in 5th position, so he's not way back if he can stay in front. John McAdam here, which he looks like he has so far, maybe. We also had incidents with Dylan Bryant and Tom Barish. We'll go back and take a look at those. There's Dylan Bryant. He's in the Superman truck right here, just behind George Rancon. Got Chris Goins right behind him. Oh, he just gets a little too much of the curb. Spins a 360, continues on, so he's able to continue in the race, but he did lose about 2-3 spots here, looks like. And now we'll look at Tom Barish, the 35 machine, coming down to the final turn as well. Probably going to get too much throttle here. Yep. That's easy to do. All right, going through here, you're doing turns 9, 10, and 11. This is 12. I numbered them all for you wrong a little bit earlier. This final turn is actually 13. I'm going to ride along here with Mr. Goodenough in second as he attempts to chase down. This is going to be turn 1 technically right here. 1 is all the way around here, so this entire section is considered 1. This is turn 2. And you'll go across the crest here. As you dip down, this will 3 to the left. And then this is 4 as you crest in the hill. Oh, 31 gets off track there. He's feeling the pressure. This is turn 5. And this will be 6. 6 leads them down to the S's. This is 6. That's 7. 8, 9. This is 10. And this long sweeper here is 11, taking you down to 12, which is right here. Oh, 31's really burned up those rear tires. And then 13 is the final corner. These 3 top drivers are right here. Alicia, Goodenough, and Dixon. Dixon making his presence known here tonight. An indication here Scott Milner may have crashed, or it could just be an off track. Let's take a look. Going on pit lane here. That 19 machine. Oh, he's getting early service. Don't know why it showed him in his crashing. Your top 3 drivers right now, Alicia's still holding on to it. You saw him kind of getting squirrely there, really using up his tires. They ain't good enough, might be just lying in wait, as well as Jack Dixon there in 3rd position in the 48 machine. Yeah, Goodenough kind of showing Alicia his nose there, just to let him know, hey man, I'm here. I'm thinking about it. Maybe getting in his head just a bit. You go on board here with Jacob Alicia, racing out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Doing a well of a job holding on, considering it looks like he's really getting sideways here. 89 looked. Riding on board right now with the 89 of Craig Goodenough. Like he might be just conceding it here just for the moment. Maybe save up a bit more tire and then go for it. And we noted earlier that Craig's heart rate, the maximum he had during practice was like 147. He's up, he's capped it out now at 158 there in that middle heart rate. That's as if you're you got a good run going on there. Good jog, folks. That's zone 3 for those who run and cycle. Zone 3, zone 4-ish. He just hit 160. And he's going to go for it here. Not quite there. Still thinking about it, but didn't have him cleared. Got 9 laps in the book so far, folks. I want to go through the field for you, but I'm thinking I might miss some action up here at the front. Let's see if this gets settled out just a bit. Pretty different lines there for the 31 to 89. 31's keeping it tighter. It's probably more of a defensive line, knowing that the 89's lurking and thinking about making a run on him. As they're coming through, now going through 12. They're like lap traffic coming. See Craig Goodenough's right there. Gets a little slide. You don't know if he's going to make a run for it here. He's at least going to show him his nose. Still not quite there. 31 cuts it off. 89 gets a little bit squirrely as he gets back on the throttle. Ten laps in the books. 89's, oh, he's looking here. Slides it. Doesn't get into the 31. May have a chance here, but the 31 rather has got the inside line here. 89's trying to be patient, but he knows he's got that 48 lurking there of Dixon. And if you have the opportunity, you definitely want to control this race coming to the comp caution. Of course, depending on what the field decides to do is in relation to the staying out or taking tires during that comp caution, it might really throw your plans into the wind anyway. But we'll see what happens here. You see him leaving some skid marks going through there, and he's again sideways here. Goodness, got some fans out there. Kenneth Warnock's also out there pulling for Dylan. And I keep showing him the nose here. He just wants to keep him looking in the mirrors. And he's just, oh man, you see him getting wicked sideways there. Probably swatting flies on that steering wheel coming out of turn 13. That allows the 31 to get a little bit of breathing room for the moment. Because at the top of that hill at turn 2, 89 had tried that a couple of times, so I'm sure 31 was thankful for that. The low probability pass through there. And Goodenough may have used up a bit of his tires there, trying to work over Alicia and get past him. While we got this opportunity, let's run through the field. Jacob Alicia, again, your leader. Craig Goodenough riding there in second. Up 2 spots where he began. He was in 4th when he started the race. Jack Dixon, one of our 3 Canadian drivers in tonight's race, really pouring it on here this evening, running right where he started there in 3rd position. Good ways back, you have Chris Goins in the number 1 machine. He is up 10 positions. If you recall, Chris had a penalty tonight, and he is showing off his road course chops here this evening. Andy Player at Concord in New Hampshire. Let's see, Andy's up 2 positions from where he began tonight. Trevor Robson had that spin earlier. Probably hurt his tires a bit. He was running 5th once he had the spin occur, but now he's dropped to 6th position, down 4 spots. He'll have an opportunity to get back in this race once we have the comp caution at the halfway point. Next up, you got George Rancon. George is running in 7th, down 1 spot before he began tonight. Trying to hold off a hard charging Jonathan Osborne there in the 81 machine. Jonathan is up 8 spots from his starting position, having incurred a penalty from last week's race. Jonathan's racing with us out of Woodbury, New Jersey. Certainly seems like he has got ahead of steam in trying to work over the 28 machine. Also with John McAdam in close pursuit in the 47. And John McAdam out of Deschore, Pennsylvania, racing with us. He has lost a few spots. He's fast at these road courses. We'll see if he's able to recover. And Dylan Bryant making tremendous strides at his road course with his road course chops. Running well tonight in the top 10. Only down 2 spots, but we saw that he had a slight spin earlier, so that's probably part of the reason why he's even that far down. So he takes a look to the inside of the 47 coming into 13. Thinks better of it. Wasn't quite there. You wanted the hard part, as you see the 99 on pit lane. The hard part is being patient at these road courses, folks. Jesse Redding, 721 machine, running in 11th, down one spot, running out of Knoxville, Iowa. And Scott Roney in the 023. Scott's down 3 spots where he began the race. Races out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Got that calming, just light blue effect in his rig room. I need to maybe change. I got mine turned to red. Maybe that's why I get so angry whenever I'm out there racing in public forums. Maybe I need a more calming color to help me out with that. Scott's got it figured out. Next up, we got Kelly Hill. Kelly's racing out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Kelly's having a good run. He had a penalty to start the race. He's up 7 positions. Been working on his road course skills as well. Doing a great job here tonight. Getting his Chevy Silverado around this track with efficiency. Good ways back. We got Sean and McDonald in the 23 machine out of Edmonton. I'm not probably saying that correctly. Alberta, Canada. Real close to the edge of the track there. He's up 4 spots so far tonight in 14th position. Closely followed by the 123 machine of John Gallagher racing out of Roseville, California. John is up 8 positions for the night so far. Nothing's changed in the front, folks. Jacob Alicia still has top spot there by 0.4 over good enough. Carrying on through the field, Tom Barish out of Gulf Coast, Mississippi. Tom's in 16th right now in that 35 machine. Down 5 spots from where he began. Right now, you're on board with Dave the Mouth Mayberry. Dave races out of Tucson, Arizona. Dave is up 2 spots from where he began the night. He's in 17th at the moment. And along with a few others, let's see if he hit the pit lane. Right now, from 14th back, they are 1 lap down to the leaders. Looks like. Yep. Trying to see if they hit pit lane yet. Doesn't look like it. Dave did. Dave was on pit lane already, so that's why he's back there. Deion Jones behind him and Tom Barish. Those 3 drivers and on back have already hit pit lane, so that's part of it. As we are 15 laps in the book so far. So even if Dave makes this pass on the 01, that would not be for position. Next up, Deion Jones, I mentioned, racing out of Diamondale, Michigan. He's down 5 spots in the 18th position. And we're on pit lane with Albert Anderson. And Albert has been there for 3.5 minutes. Don't know if he's getting some damage repaired or what. I see Pearl Leclerc in there. He says, I think he misspelled Edmonton. I think so too, but I wasn't positive, not being from Canada. I just tried to sound it out, man. Thanks for the tip, though. And Russ Kilgore, Scott Milner's on pit lane. Greg Dobson's on pit lane. Looks like he's got damage. We actually had an onboard. We'll take a look and see if he's still there. Nope, he is not there. That's why it pulled up another driver. Jeremiah Burke is also not in this race tonight because he's just making his way back, so he did some practice and that was it. Got back up front. You got Jack Dixon. Canada's very own has taken over the lead. You got Jacob Alicia and Craig Goodenough both on pit lane, which is the reason for that. See how these guys come off the lane here. The 89 gets around to 31 there. Did something happen to Alicia? Did he get a speeding penalty? He may have. I'm thinking he did.
On your right.
Jack Dixon is now making his way on pit lane. So the lead should be picked up by Craig Goodenough and his Toyota Tundra. We'll see how well that works out for him. He's just coming around here. Look at the difference in new tires. Coming around turn 13 here. He's not going to hear it the lead yet because Chris Gomes and others are still have yet to make their pit stop. Chris Gomes, Trevor Robertson, Jonathan Osborne, George Rancon, Jesse Redding, and Scott Roney have all stayed out. This is the top 6. Oh no, we just saw the 35 crash. That's Tom Barish. And he towed the pit lane. Coming out of 13 here. See, did Tom just make a pit stop? No, I don't think so. Take a look over his shoulder here. It gets a little loose coming out of 13, no big deal. Pretty much full throttle through here. Probably just pulls the wheel a little bit too much to the left. He didn't kill it here, but he towed. I think he was probably worried about pulling out into traffic, trying to get his truck off of that wall. So, great deal of sportsmanship being shown there by Tom Barish, not wanting to negatively affect anyone else's race.
Go, Dylan.
Let's see, Lori put across the screen there, but I don't think I was live. Did it go across? And she said, lap 29. Once the leader takes lap 29, people throw the caution. We're at 18 right now. All right, Lori, try that again if you would, please. Her alerts for not going across the screen there. You can hear, you should be able to hear me. He's asking we talk to Jeremiah Burke, so let's pull him in here. We're watching your leader here, number 1 of Gomes. There it goes. It's working now. So we're going to get a word with Jeremiah Burke, the 53 machine. He's been out, been kind of absent from racing with us for a good while. Actually, I just saw Tom Bears crash again. Let's see what that happened there first. No, he's okay. Must have slowed down and they thought he crashed. Yes, as I was mentioned, Jeremiah Burke's been out for a while, been doing some daddy duties and everything, but we're happy to have him back with us and everything. Hey, Jeremiah, it's down in the booth. Can you hear me?
I got you. Got a copy.
Hey, man, welcome back. I don't know when the last time was I talked to you. It's been a minute. I mentioned to the audience that you've had, family duties for a good while here. They've been really tying you up, and you haven't been able to race with us. How's things going?
Left side.
Good. Yes, I haven't been here since Roval last season. I been full-time cheerleading with the kids. Both my kids have made national level teams, so they're competing, and we're just trying to get them 5 nights a week through practices and all that. Pretty rough right now. They just had their first competition of the year. The youngest one got first with no deductions in her first competition at this level. And then my oldest one's team has got 3rd place, so we're both are going to the state, and then from there we see if we make it to nationals.
So everybody's probably thinking the same thing I am. How good are you at some of these moves? Have you learned anything?
I have actually gone to a stunt clinic with them and learned some one-man stunts with that I can do with the little one. So yeah, I got some videos and stuff I can post later on.
Yeah, you should do that for sure. For sure, most of the guys would like to see that. So hey, man, that's more power to you. And daddy duties are important. As we see the 31, he's making a pass there, but he's not. He's. Then we got to see the 28 machine hitting pit lane. But hey, man, great job on you. We do miss you on the track. Lori mentioned you might be back full time in February. Is that right?
Yeah. So my goal is just to miss this winter season here and then come back up in February, come Daytona. And actually, I don't know if you missed it here. So I got you. Did you see what happened between the Good Enough and Alicia?
No, I know I did.
Okay.
I saw. No, I didn't see that. I saw between Good Enough and the 6. What lap was that on? So I can go back and look at it.
Lap 14, turn 10.
So on lap 14, we'll go back and take a look at. I did see between the 89 and the 6 where the 6 kind of got went around there, didn't hit anything really, but we'll go back and take a look.
Yeah, that'll make sense with the 31, or is that the 31? Alicia's long pit stop.
All right, Roger that. It's probably getting some damage repaired.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
right now I'm trying to figure out where the strategy goes. I think Jack might actually be in the catbird seat, but we'll see how this race plays out.
No, Dixon was flying, and he's right now sitting in second behind Gones. Goodness, now back to 3rd, but he is 28 seconds back.
Yeah, I think Gones hasn't pitted yet. It's really hard. This is the first time I've actually watched a race like this, and it's kind of hard to see where the strategy is here. Actually, Gomes on pit road right now.
Yeah, roger that. Take a look at that. Yep, he's on pit lane here. So let me see if I can go back and find this.
Okay.
Lap 14 incident
Lap
you're talking
14.
about. So we're going to
turn
continue to
10.
talk to you, folks, but you're going to see this screen saying transmission interrupted. So give us 1 second. I'll get back there and we'll find out what happened here with the 89. You can just hang out for a second with us.
I'll be here. Lori forbid me from leaving, so I'm here.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Yeah. Get some insight. Or
all right, here we go. So we're back to this is a replay. We're back to lap 13, coming to 14 to make sure we don't miss it, folks. Alicia's got the lead at this point with the 89 in pursuit, 48 and 3rd. We were watching that earlier. I do have indication here that Jesse Redding had an incident and Deion Jones. I'll go back and check that for you after this.
yeah.
Were you fast on the track during practice tonight?
For not practice, I haven't turned my computer on in about a month, and I was 7th quick. So I think with some practice, I could have been decent tonight.
Oh, for sure. You were always fast at these tracks.
Yeah, I love it. It's this new high grip track is wild because you can still now it's really easy to burn the tires off twice. Might not wear them, but they get hot and then it gets slick again.
Here we go, coming to the lap, turn 13, or nose to tail. I don't know if you're watching this yourself.
I'm watching.
Coming around turn 1 here.
Yeah.
Long turn 1. This is all considered turn 1. What turn did you say it happened in? Turn 10?
Turn 10, yes, sir. So it'll be right before the hairpin.
Yeah, good enough. Had been super patient up to this point. He took a few looks. 31 drove good defensive lines, and they haven't put on a show.
Yeah, it was some good racing up to this point. I think Craig he needed to sit back. I think I don't want to. I mean, I probably would have done the same thing myself. I'm known to be a little aggressive.
You and I have never got together.
No, never. I can't remember.
I can't remember a time that ever happened.
Yeah.
Now that I'm not on the track, I was absolutely the cleanest driver they ever saw. Man.
Exactly.
I saw 31 get a little bit squirrely there. Oh, he goes for the shot.
Yeah.
Boom, and there's the. Yeah. So I will say the 31. The 31 comes across the crest here. You see, he kind of gets loose. That really allows the 89 to close in. 89 goes for the inside. 31 goes to. Well, I mean, 31's basically you got to turn in right there.
Yeah.
He probably did not expect that.
No, I think it was just a mixture of Craig was kind of pouncing on some weakness he saw.
Yeah.
And I don't think Alicia was ready for it.
Well, there we go. And we'll go back live for you folks. Back up here, we got Jack Dixon. Is your current leader. And he's only ahead. He is ahead. You mentioned you thought Jack might be in the capper seat. Jack's out to a 4-second lead over good enough right now. And let's see when they hit pit lane. Both of them, Jack went in on 16, Craig went in on 15. So he actually has one lap fresher tires.
Yeah, I think Craig's definitely fast enough, but Jack has really improved his road course game.
No, I agree. I agree. We've had a few other guys improve the road course game.
Yeah, I remember back when this league first started, it was only a handful of guys that would excel on the road course, but now everybody's been practicing, and if you're not on, you're mid-pack, just like any other track in this league.
Yeah, not for sure. I mean, you got even like how good the 7 machine Pope was. Everywhere we went, he wasn't that great at road courses, but he's now up in the top 5 routinely.
Exactly. It's wild. I believe Tim won the Roval here last time I was in the driver's seat.
I think he might have, actually. You got Jack Dixon. I mean, Jack's wishing we didn't have a comp caution coming up because he is pulling away right now.
I know. I hate it. I hate it that we got to rack it up. But then again, sitting as a competitor, I do not like. As a competitor that excels at road courses, I don't like the comp caution. However, sitting here watching the race, I'm ready for it. I want to see them stack up, and I want to see them race it out.
Yeah, while we're talking here, let's go back and take a look at Jesse Redding and Dion Jones and see what happened to them real quick.
All right.
All right, a little over. Let's go back behind here. Jesse Redding coming down to turn 12. Oh, truck in front of him, the 4F's Dion. Dion got a little bit sideways, which slowed him down in that critical moment as Jesse is throttling up. Look at this from the top. You'll see it. You'll see as the 4 gets a little bit loose. He gets loose right there, that critical moment, and then they both end up going around. I don't think they 721 didn't really get damaged, and I don't think the 4 was that bad either. That's an unfortunate incident.
It's a little lazy spin. Yeah, it's just that is a really. For as easy as a corner as it looks, it's really a tough corner. It's so fast, and there's not a lot of grip, and you're kind of focused. You're really driving it through there. So anything unforeseen in front of you is going to kind of lead to something like that.
Yeah, and they're both right in the turn. So any contact it's just enough to break that truck loose. As we're going to go back and see what happened to Tom Bears too. Oh, he's in the same area. You run it wide here. Coming down to 13. Really wide into 13. Oh, he just overran that. And that's probably what gave me an indication that he had an accident. He really didn't hit anything. Well, a few laps from the comp caution, man. Are you gonna just hang around? If you're not doing anything, just hang out with me in the booth here and enjoy it from here, and give me some commentary.
I can do that for sure. I think I've never done this before, but it's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. I mean, I miss being on the track with these guys, but I'm glad that we have the opportunity to showcase these drivers and to put the league in the light that we wanted it presented in. So it's been good for me.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's kind of cool to watch the race. I'm looking right now. I've been following Jonathan on his little run here through the field. He's up to 7th.
He's +9 right now.
Yeah, just kind of being real patient and at some trucks.
Let's go on board with Jonathan. It's always neat to watch him race. He's incredibly fast.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you know, we've talked about it before, how doing this with his the controller and his mouth, you know, without the full use of his body, he's amazing. I mean, me and him get into it a lot, but that's just hard racing.
Yeah, I tell you, he's fast no matter. It doesn't matter. Oval, yeah, these road courses, which would be, to me, I would think tremendously challenging, and he makes it look easy.
Yeah.
He's coming up on these drivers here, you see.
And
they both went wide. What was that?
Dion and Dylan there had a little bit of contact in the corner and went off the track. Looks like both of them managed to keep it going with no damage.
Let's go back and take a look at that. Caution's out. That's the comp caution there, but let's see what happens here real quick, and we'll see how everything lines up caution-wise.
I think Dylan just kind of missed. I don't know if Dylan misjudged the closing right there or what happened.
You see him coming in on him pretty fast. Just touches him, and then the 4 was probably trying to get out of the way of the 81. He didn't know where to go. He's like, man, where am I going to go here? And then they both get kind of caught out.
And then, of course, the S is it's really hard to hold onto the truck anyway. So when you're sideways and in the dirt, you're not going to have a lot of grip when you come back on.
Yeah. Well, if those guys had 0 incident points going for the 2-point bonus, they just lost it.
They lost it. That's unfortunate. That could have been a much worse wreck. But, so that's a bad place to get sideways. You can hit the wall real quick and blow an engine.
48 coming around here. I don't think they still haven't caught the pace truck yet. I don't think.
No, they're still going fast.
So who do you want to interview? We're gonna pull somebody up during this caution. Give me a name.
Man, let's pull up Jacob Alicia.
All right, let's
see
do
how he's
that.
feeling for the second half of this race.
I see you trying to start some drama. I got you.
I want to see if he's fast. I want to see how that truck's holding up.
He's in Devil Dog Racing. He's by himself in there. Let me pull up his camera while we're talking to him. Let's see, where is he at right now on the track? Jacob is in 12th. Coming around here.
I also think he's the only guy on the track I don't know and haven't talked to before.
Oh, it'll be the first time then.
Yeah.
Hey, Jacob Alicia, it's Alan and Burke in the booth. You got me. Can you hear me?
Hey, I got you, Alan.
Hey, buddy. So we got you on camera here. You were really fast leading this race, or currently in 12th. We saw an incident between you and the 89. How was it from your perspective?
Well, I didn't have the best turn before, and I think the 89 was really anxious to get by me because that turn that we go through is a one-line turn, and if he wants to stick his nose up there and make it too wide, he's got to do it before we commit into the apex like that.
Yeah, it looked like it was pretty close there. You did get squirrely at the I think the corner before, maybe the 2 corners before that, and you gathered it back up. And you, like you said, you were going into that corner in the normal line there, and then got backed into the wall. How much damage did you have? How long were you on pit lane?
I didn't have too much total. I had 2.5 minutes, which I can probably get fully repaired at the end of this caution period, but it was all back end, and any time I needed aerodynamic downforce on the back of the car, I did not have it. So it was extremely detrimental to my pace. I stayed into the pits an extra minute on my pit stop halfway through the first stint just to try to get some more downforce on the back of the car, and it almost blew up in my face. Luckily, the leader had a bit of a lead coming to that caution. Otherwise, if he was really pushing, he probably would have overtaken me.
Well, hey, Jeremiah, do you have any questions for the 31 machine of Jacob Alicia?
I don't. It's nice to meet you. First of all, I don't know if I've raced with you before, but I'm just looking forward to you were really fast. I want to see if you get that damage fixed. See you come up through the field and be watching you. If you can get back up there, contend for the podium, contend for the win.
I'll put on a show for you guys.
Well, I hope
Hey, Jacob,
Sounds good.
thanks for talking to us, buddy, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks.
All right, Jacob Alicia, the 31 machine, making his way to his pit lane.
Admin Renee.
There's a really nice fella right there. I don't think I could have been that cool if that had happened to me.
Laurie.
No, he definitely, he very clinically described what happened to him.
Dion and I are going to get waved around the pace track.
So, are you able to hear the drivers through the broadcast? Because I got it set up that way. You should hear Mayberry talking right now.
I can. I just had him muted.
Okay. I'm not shocked. Let's take a look at the chat here, man, and see if anybody's out there.
Yeah, because when I'm watching on YouTube right here, your broadcast, it's a little delayed, so I'm trying to follow along on my screen with iRacing Live. It's,
for sure.
The problem is they won't catch the
Yeah.
That's what Ricky has to do too. He can't watch the broadcast, man. We just check to make sure the sound's coming through properly, and then that's it. Speaking of Ricky, he's out there in the chat too, talking to us. I'll get to that in a second. But
Yeah, we're 2 laps
I see
down.
you out there in the chat saying, "Hey, you prefer road courses all day long over ovals entirely? You actually prefer road courses entirely?"
Yeah, go.
I mean, yes, when I had the advantage. For
Not
sure.
I don't think it would. Yeah. Right.
Maybe not now. I still love them. They're fun. It's a blast. I think I'm still above average at them, so I can still do good. I mean, ovals are my first love. I just like racing. I really care less what I'm racing and where it's at.
Let's go, guys. You guys do.
I saw your note for lap 14 in there. I didn't see that earlier, so thanks for that. The Lori. And T Brown out there saying, at Jeremiah Burke, I want to like them, but I feel there's not much action. I do feel it takes more skill, however. I think he's talking about your earlier comment about the road courses. And then Walter fan, I think that's Albert Anderson, right? He said, loved hearing from Jeremiah's voice. Thanks for popping in tonight, buddy. We miss you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't think we can talk about what me and Albert were talking about, how my voice sounded earlier. It's not PG, so we're going to leave that for Discord later.
You should go.
But as far as the action on the road courses, I agree. They're boring to watch. I do not like watching them. I just like partaking in them.
They are a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoy watching them now more than I used to before I became an iRacer. If that makes sense. I'm a fan of a lot of other sports now, Jeremiah. I never used to watch F1 or IndyCar or IMSA even. I could have told you what IMSA was, and now I love watching all of it in real life. I mean,
yeah, it's a little bit wild, and I think we just had a shake-up here on pit road. I wasn't paying attention. It looks like Jonathan Osborne is going to be starting on the front row.
yes, he is. He's decided not. Let's see if he decided to pit right there. I don't think he did. Nope, he was last on pit lane at 21, so he's going to have to. He's playing a strategy here. See if it works out for him. He's going to have a little bit older tires, 9 lap older than everybody, but up behind him there.
But you know what? This may net out positive. He may not hold the lead here. He may not hold the podium spot, but he might net out farther than he was ahead, and at least give him a shot here coming to the last pit stop.
All right, this will get him to at least lap 42, probably a little bit longer with this caution flag, and we're 57. Let's call it 44 maybe, and he'll still have 13 laps. He's going to have to go in and get tires for. But to your point, he's going to be super fast for that last 13 laps, and that's not a short distance here.
Oh, short 13 laps here, and like I said, you can really hurt the tires early on in a run by overheating them, and the second you slide them, you're starting down a slippery slope of losing grip. You really need to keep them cool, not slide them.
Yeah.
So if anything can happen at that point.
Yeah, everybody's going to have to pit no matter what, because the earliest they went in was at 30 here, so that's only going to get them up to 40 to 51. They're all going to be short. I don't see anybody saving 6 laps worth of fuel. So this might actually work out for them, like you mentioned.
The only thing I can see here is somebody like a Gones. He's pretty strategy aggressive on a strategy. He may stay out long or take no tires, take 2 tires on this pit stop. Fuel only. We could see some fuel onlys here that could shake things up too here at the end.
Hey, we're going to go on board with Craig Goodenough for this restart here. I don't know if you've been watching, but we've got a heart monitor on him. His highest heart rate was 160 so far. He's sitting at 112. Let's watch this thing bump up. Also, he's got the foot cam here. If you see in the top middle.
Yes, sir. I noticed he's wearing the same shoes as me.
Yeah, sun drop. Can't go wrong with that.
Man, Jonathan got a good restart there.
He did. Jack's not able to get in your kind of run on him there. Craig's giving you a challenge right now from Chris Gomes on the inside.
Yeah, Trevor's back up in this. We're gonna.
And that's out now. Trevor's right here behind Craig Goodenough. He's now being raced pretty hard by the one machine of Chris Gomes.
Then you've got Andrew Player, Dylan Bryant, and George Rincon all in there. You got some fast guys all on a gaggle.
Yeah, they're in a bunch right here.
Laurie, can you clear a black flag for 4 for past the base?
Now, Dylan Bryant's got tremendously better at his road course racing out of Stem, North Carolina. He started in 8th position even to grid up here. He's up 2 spots at the moment. Trying to get there and race with the 6, who's a little bit out of control there. Not out of control, but a little slidey. Going down to turn 13.
Yes, sir. Dylan's a teammate of mine. We've been racing together, and since we've been racing together, he's really turned up. He used to not like those road courses, and then I found him racing against me, and then he was driving away from me the last time I raced him at Watkins Glen.
So is Albert Anderson one of your teammates as well?
Albert Anderson is one of my teammates, and I don't think he's going to ever put any effort into improving on his road courses. However, he does improve on his turkey sandwich making during the road course races.
Well, watch this here. 51 was getting a run there on the 6. The 6 got passed by the 1 machine pretty handily there. He is really sliding. 6 machine, that is.
He may have overheated those tires already.
And he doesn't do any favors there. You saw smoke coming off the rear end of his tires, his right rear tire. They have damage on that truck. Let's take a look.
I don't know.
Makes me wonder. No, it's clean on the nose. Yeah, he's just pushing hard right now at the moment.
Yep. I think he's just trying to stop the bleeding here. Just if he can get in a spot where he can just kind of ride and let those things cool down, he might be all right.
Yeah, we're going to go back on board here with Osborne, too. He's holding that lead.
Hard.
Go ahead.
He is. It is hard to get in a kind of rhythm here, because even with all these fast guys, you don't want to race them. You want to save your stuff. But these guys really bait you into racing hard, and you just do it.
Oh, you see 81 sliding it off the top of turn 2.
Yeah, he is really driving hard here. I think he's trying to get a gap before these guys figure it out behind him, get all lined up, and start running them down on those older tires.
Yeah, he does have quite a deficit of 9 laps.
He has done really well to hold this lead, and now, the thing is, he stretched it out enough. I think if he just starts bleeding spots, he's only going to lose 2 or 3, really, before the pit stop.
Yeah, it won't be much. And if he gets lucky with the traffic as he comes out of pit lane, he might actually gain significantly and maybe hold the lead once these other guys hit pit lane.
At that point, they're going to have to drive to run him down, and we'll see how it goes. He's got a decent gap right now. This is
0.6.
I wasn't too confident in that strategy when I first saw it playing out, but it looks like he's looking pretty smart right now.
Yeah, right now he's holding it about a 0.5. He was a 0.6 going into turn 13 there. I think the 89 is closing ever so. Yep, he's there right here. He's significantly faster through 1 and 2.
And so this is one of Osborne. I think this is Osborne's best road course performance-wise. I think it's also Craig's best. So, like, Craig's good everywhere, but I think he's really shown over the years that he's really fast here. I know he makes mistakes, but those two are really fast here. I think you get them on even tires, and this is going to be a good shootout.
Yeah, definitely going to be a show. And depending on how it works out for the 81, if he's able to get a gap on his new tires when he does get them, the longer he can keep 89 behind him, the better here, I would say. But not at the detriment of getting wrecked.
Yeah, but at this point, you can see Osborne sliding through the S's here, and Craig is right on him. Craig will be real close. Craig's going to be close enough here in the braking zone. If he can pull out, he might get it.
He's at least going to show him his nose.
There he goes. He's going to get alongside him here.
81's going to try to keep up some momentum outside. I don't think it's going to work. I think the 48's going to get through also.
Yeah.
Oh, gets a little bit sideways there.
Yeah, those older tires, he got out drag race coming off the corner there.
But he only bled 2 spots here.
Yeah,
He's sitting in front of the number 1 machine right now.
One thing about Osborne is he's not going to give it up for anybody, so they're going to earn it. I see him maybe losing the next 2 spots, and then he might even out. For a few laps, anyway. There's a nice gap behind Andrew Player. But he's going to drive like his life depends on it here, and I don't think he's going to be an easy guy to pass, even on 9-lap older tires than everybody else.
Nah, he needs to get about, I would say, 5 to 6 more laps at least. And I'll put him at like 42-ish. I think he could definitely make that, maybe longer, but I probably wouldn't go longer than I had to here. What would you do?
I like to be on the fresher tires early because I'm good on the long run here, which looks like he is too because he's got older tires and he's still running pretty competitively. I prefer to get the tires on and get going and then just kind of have it off the track a little bit. He's got it back under control. But yeah, I prefer to be on the defense later on in the run after I get a little gap. Let everybody kind of heat their stuff up trying to catch me again.
So I'll tell you, he can make it from here. 36 is about the point where we're on lap 37 right now. So I would say he could probably come in any time, 20 laps to go here. Maybe he's thinking, hey, the fresher I got towards the end, the faster I'll be, but I don't know. He's losing time right now to the leaders. I think I would come right now.
I would come fairly soon here. Now that it's obvious he's struggling a little bit here on grip. He's wiggling it a little more. I wouldn't want to bleed more than 5 or 6 seconds here, and then I'd be kind of diving for pit road.
And Jacob Alicia's on pit lane right now. Maybe that's what his plan is. He's coming down right now. Go back up here and see if Jonathan decides to go on. Going through the S's right now. Go ahead.
Especially for Jacob's position, I think that's a great call. Get on the fresh tires, clean track, make lap time. Because these guys are racing each other. You're not going to get the fastest lap times. If Jacob's alone making lap time on fresh tires, it may get him. I don't think it's going to get him to the front, but he'll be close. Here's Gomes short pitting as well.
Yep, he's listening to us, and Jonathan's not listening to us.
No.
I was thinking he was going to go that time, and he didn't. We're going to jump back to the front. Go ahead.
I know Jonathan's got the broadcast on. He's sitting there telling I'm not going to listen to Jeremiah. He's got his own plan.
It's a fine line, man. I mean, I like to go as long as I can also, but I don't know. I think for this race and his position he was in, I probably would win in right there. Certainly soon. I would go in soon. They're on lap 38 right now, coming to 39. Less than 20 laps to go. We're going to run through the field real quick. So starting off with Craig Good Enough. He is your leader with Jack Dixon right there, not far behind. At, well, about 2.4 seconds. So he is pulling away from Jack. See, Jack's on equal tires with him. Then you got Jonathan Osborne, not doing too bad considering 9-lap older tires, sitting in third. Fourth position is Trevor Robertson out of McCrory, Arkansas. Dylan Bryant's there, the 51, in fifth, up 3 spots. Andy Player, 6th position. Here comes John McAdam, that 47 machine, running in 7th, down 2 spots so far. Kelly Kill having a great night here on the road course. He's really done a lot of improving. He's up 12 spots. He did have a penalty to start the race, and so that's part of that, but he's running very well in that 8th position. Jesse Redding, the 721 out of Knoxville, Iowa, up 1 spot right now in 9th. John Gallagher, the 123 machine out of Roseville, California, running in 10th, up 13 spots, having suffered a penalty as well. George Rincon, running 11th at the moment, down 5 spots. So George is really good at these type of tracks. So I'm kind of surprised to see that. Maybe looks like he might have caught a little damage on that front end there, running 11th right now. Chris Gomes up 2 spots in the number 1 out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Jacob Alicia, we saw him leading early, had the pole tonight. He's down 12 spots at the moment. Let's see what he can do with that early pit stop. Then you got Dave Mayberry in 14th, up 5 spots so far. John McDonald, 23 machine out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, running at 15th. Dion Jones, don't know what's going on with Dion here. Looks like he's off the pace, maybe having suffered an engine blown here.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I think he might have lost it in turn 12, and then maybe he killed the engine there. See if he pulls off to the right-hand side here. Looks like he's going to. Maybe going to tow. Tom Barish on pit lane. Scott Roney, Albert Anderson. Everybody else is not in here right now. Scott Milner either. Greg Dawson on pit lane. And that's it. So we'll go back to the front with your current leader, Craig. Good enough. He's up 3 spots, holding that lead at 3, almost 4 seconds. He is flying.
Yeah, you give Craig some clean air around here. Aren't able to give pressure on him. He's gonna run some clean laps and get gone. His last lap was just over 0.7 of a second faster than Jack.
So Osborne is on pit lane right now, along with Trevor Robertson. These 2 guys looking to see what they're going to do. Let's see.
There we go. I want to see where Osborne nets out after this, because
right now he's 10th.
I'm sure Craig is going to run this thing until he absolutely has to pit, because at this point he is the fastest car on the track by a large margin, and he has no reason to pit.
No, for sure. See, Jonathan comes out right now. He's going to net out at 12th position, but looking in front of him, only other car to have pit. Well, I guess if you count that, Chris Gomes went in at 38. I would say that guy. So Chris Gomes, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Chris Gomes, Robertson, and Osborne are your leaders who have already hit pit lane. 9th position of George Rincon all the way through Craig Goodenough. We're last on pit lane at lap 30.
So right now it looks like they're in a good spot. It looks like Trevor pitting, when we were talking about Osborne pitting, has got him around Osborne by a good 6 seconds or so now.
And Dylan Bryant now in pit lane. That's so slow, man. This pit lane here. Like you're
35
crawling.
miles an hour. It's a killer. This is the road course where you can almost go a lap down depending on where you're at.
We'll see what's going on here. We're good enough. Let's watch his foot cam for a second. He has not busted that 160 mark. He's looking pretty cool as a cucumber right now with his heart rate at 130. Averaging 124.
It's a man that's confident in what he's doing right there.
Go left, Osborne.
And I know from experience, I've never worn a heart rate monitor while I was racing, but I know the higher you can get my heart rate, the more you're going to get me to make a mistake. If I could take a breath and calm down, it's going to be a lot harder to pass me. Craig's on pit road right now.
Yep. And making his pits, decided to go in right now. Doesn't want to lose any of that time to those guys he saw hitting the lane. Jack Dixon's going to take over your lead here. See, Dixon and Andy Player have decided to stay out. There's Andy Player. We also have an onboard with him. I haven't looked at his cam much tonight. Let's take a look at it now. See how busy he is in the cockpit. I will say I like the onboard cameras a lot more at the road courses. You see a lot more movement in that steering wheel, man. Especially when they get a little sideways.
Especially, you see how focused these guys get.
Let's look at him.
No blinking going on there.
Have you ever had that where you felt like your eyes went dry on you? I've done that.
I've done it. Especially after road course races, I just feel drained mentally, emotionally, physically. It takes so much focus.
Looking here to see if he's going to hit pit lane. Jack Dixon decides not to. Neither does Andy Player.
driving right by.
Kelly Kill is currently running in third highest running position so far tonight. You see Jesse Rating kind of blinking just a bit behind him there. But yeah, Kelly's having a good run.
Kelly is the most improved road course racer that I have ever met.
He's going to hit pit lane right now. Yeah, I hope he hears that because I've been telling him he's been doing a tremendous job, man, getting better at it.
And Red Bull Ring, that first year was rough on him, and then they didn't get any better there for a couple of years. But he started running the 24-hour race with us at Daytona, and you know what? When I first saw that he was going to race with us, I was like, man, we're going to have a wrecked car. But Kelly does a great job keeping it in one piece and just doing laps, and he's getting faster and faster the more laps he turns.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. We've actually started forming up our teams for the 24-hour this season, and Kelly's on my team for this 24 hours at Daytona. It's going to be a great time. We're going to broadcast it too, folks, so be sure to tune in for that. Right now, the teams are for Apex. It's going to be me, Kelly Kill, Chris Gomes, and Craig Goodenough. We have two other teams already formed with Greg Klein. This is Team Nitro. Greg Klein, Brown, Dixon, and Shane Bachler. And then Team Velocity is Robertson, Osborne, Adamson, and Player. Are you racing it this season?
I've been planning on it. I need to just double check that this doesn't fall on our competition day, and if it doesn't, I will be there.
All right, Roger that.
And I'll get this computer all warmed up, and we'll be practicing really hard the next about month, I guess, huh?
Yep. I'll tell you by the end of third, fourth week of January. Actually, a little more than a month. We got time to get ready. As we see Andy Player now, the leader, man, he's got to be coming close to having to hit pit lane for more fuel.
He's got to be, but at this point, I think it might be his best bet. I don't think he was fast enough to do anything, so he's got to do something different. And run it as long as you can, have fresh tires at the end, and see what happens, right?
There goes Craig Goodenough taking over second spot from Jonathan Osborne, Chris Gomes. So he's going to be the next 32 seconds now behind the leader, who we know does have to pit. Just taking a quick check on the chat there. We got Ricky Woodberg out there saying Jeremiah is doing a good job. His voice is very soothing. And then you have Albert Anderson. Albert Anderson says, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just lost it. Anyway, he's saying, yes, you do have a voice for radio. So is that a compliment or? Yeah, I think it's a compliment, right?
I don't know. I know I have a face for radio.
Yeah, if he said a face for radio, I guess that'd be more of a dig on you, just messing with. These guys are friends, folks. Don't pay attention to them though. And he's still staying out there. Player going around again.
He's just living his best life right now.
No way he could save 6 laps of fuel, right?
I mean, if
he's good at it.
Can do it, he can. I don't think he's going to get 6 laps. That's a long ways away, but he might get farther than we think.
Yeah, it's like 12 miles here. I think this course is about 2 miles long.
And if there's somebody that's going to win on strategy, it's going to be Player. It's just kind of his thing, and he's another one that I can see going in here for a splash of gas and just trying to hold on. He is bleeding time. He is about 2 seconds a lap slower than good enough at the moment.
Yeah, I know for sure. Got Mike Adamson saying out there in the chat, hey, what's up, Burke? And then Lori saying VRL OG's in here tonight. She loves it. Let's see, Red Arnell, girls here are not fans of the Goodenough foot cam. Really?
Oh, what's wrong with Goodenough's feet?
Maybe they don't like the sun drop shoes. I don't know, man.
The Dale Jr. He should have got them Kyle Larson shoes.
He's out again. Let's see how far he makes this thing.
Yeah. At this point, he's going to do something. I know he's going to do something here.
Or he's just trying to go in for the least amount of fuel required.
Mm-hmm. And actually, he picked it up a second over his last lap. He was a second faster this lap. He's only a second slower than Goodenough this time. So he's not too far off the pace. Goodenough is catching him.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on what happens here with Player and where he sets out, though, Osborne's call to stay out there on the caution is really netting him. He was 6th place, a solid 6th place. It was going to be hard for him to make anything up. He's now running third with player yet to pit. We'll see where he stacks up at the end of this, but
yeah, he's a good 2.3 seconds in front of Jack Dixon, who did go in 4 laps later than Jonathan, so he may be coming. I think that's him right in the background. Yeah, he's going to catch him probably before we get to the end of this thing, so it is a good question.
Their last lap time was 6/100ths of a second different, with Jack being faster. So he's not a lot faster, but he is faster.
Yeah. Players on pit lane. Had to give up the ghost.
There we go.
Very good enough coming down now. The lap, to turn 13. He's gonna end up taking over here. Oh man, he gets super sideways. Really taking some good off of those tires. You should see player on pit lane as he passes him here. There he is. And good enough just going by.
Player is on pit road, and he did take 4 tires.
Like he's going to net out about maybe 6th position here.
Coming out right behind Dylan here.
Yeah, it's like he's going to be in 6th at the moment. He might be able to catch Dylan, because Dylan's going to have 6-lap older tires. Goins is even worse. So he may be able to grab a couple more of these positions, maybe get up to the top 4, maybe even try for that podium. Right now, good enough is back out front. Let's take a look at the foot cam since nobody likes it here. Let's watch him go around here. That best foot cam I think I've ever seen. I don't know about you, but it was from this track. I want to say it was in the 80s. It was Ricky Rudd going around here doing heel toe. Which if you've ever driven the 87s at a road course in iRacing, you know how that is. It's not an easy thing to do.
No, and he was doing well. I remember that video. It pops up from time to time, and Ricky Rudd was doing it. That was back when, and those guys hustling those cars. Oh, we got a huge wreck with Jesse Redding here in the S's. He's blown an engine.
He just went off track. We'll go back and take a look.
Yeah.
Let's just back over here.
I am really impressed with Craig's all his camera angles and his heart rate monitor. This is a real good setup.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, Jesse. Oh man, he catches that tire barrier. He would have been okay if it was. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw that. That was terrible.
Yeah.
He would have been okay if it wasn't for the he got up against the wall there. Those tires right here just gets loose. He'd be okay.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yeah, it wasn't really a bad wall hit until that tire barrier came out and got him.
We also had John McAdam involved in something. Let's take a look at that too. Coming through the same area. Coming down to 12 right here. Going to the right for 12. Just starts. So this is one of the slow ones. Locks it down. Not really going to get any damage here. See if he can get it turned around. Trying to be safe.
Yeah.
Flips it around here. Yeah, he's going to be fine. Takes off. All right, 9 laps to go. Back up here with your leader, Craig, good enough to 89. Running out of Helper, Utah. Putting on a clinic. 4.5 seconds out in front of Osborne.
He just needs to keep it on the blacktop at this point. He's only 0.3 of a second faster than Osborne. Osborne's there, but I mean, at this point, you're going to have to be quite a bit faster to catch back up.
Yeah, Osborne's problem is right now the 48 machine filling up his mirror, looking to get around him with 4-lap fresher tires. As he's going to make a move right here to the inside. He's got the preferred line. Going to make this look easy.
I think Osborne made a really good choice to not fight him for that one.
No, because he's probably want to make sure he stays out in front of Goins and Player's going to be coming.
Yeah, at this point, you're going to it's bleed as little time as possible. So when you're going to get past, don't fight, because they could have brought Goins into him real quick.
Yeah, for sure. As you got this 6.2 gap between second place here, Jack Dixon and your leader. Good enough. Let's see if he's able to track him down at all here in the final stages of this race. Right now, Craig is just pulling away. He's up to 6.6 now. Go down just a little bit. We'll see how it works out here.
I know we haven't focused on him a lot because he's been out in the lead, but man, Craig is a really good road course. He's a really good driver anyway, but he excels on these road courses. He puts a lot of work in, and when you can give him some clean track, he's showing what he can do tonight.
Got Albert Anderson out there in the chat saying Marcos Ambrose, the Australian, was the greatest at this track. I would agree with that. I mean, and then you see the likes of current Australian driver, can't think of his name right now, SVG. There we go.
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah,
I think Shane is right now the best on any road course.
Yeah, I mean, you look, he was a 3-time champion over there in Super 8 cars before he came to us, and that car that they went to in Australia is so similar to the current gen in Cup. I mean, I don't know what they expected, but he came over here and probably not the top equipment that NASCAR had to offer, and just showed them how to race that course.
Yeah, I think he is. He's a generational talent for sure. He was always good, and now he's just just come over here and he showed. And then the last few races on the ovals, he was making great strides there. So he may be a force to be reckoned with here if he can knock off another 5-win season like that, and then just bring his average finish on ovals up.
He was improving at the end of the season there. I certainly think if he's able to get to where he could win an oval, the field needs to be on notice.
Great talent, great guy, great personality. I love listening to him talk and into interviews and everything. Just happy, excited to be racing.
Yeah, it's hard to be, even if you get out of the car and you raced him hard, his personality, it'd be hard to be mad at him, I think.
I think so.
We're going to run through the field again. Here's your leader, Craig Goodenough, out to a 7.75 second lead over Jack Dixon. You can see there's the distance right there. Is Jack making his way through the S's.
This is impressive.
Yeah, and I'm going to go slower so you can comment as we're going through, but Jack's done a great job. Jack's really putting on his display of his improved road course skills here tonight.
Oh yeah, and I love Jack. He's also a teammate of mine, and he has had a history of getting in over his head, getting excited, and not finishing these races. So if he can bring this one home clean where he's at, I'm going to be really proud of him.
We were talking about how he's going to probably catch Jonathan Osborne, and he did. So Jonathan does fall to the third step on the podium, but I'm sure he's trying at this point with 5 laps to go. Stay in front of Andrew Player. That's going to be a tall task, though, because Andy Player has 3 lap fresher tires than Jonathan did.
He's gotten around goals, and he's one of the fastest cars on the track. The entire top 6 seems to be running about the same pace right now. Pretty similar lap times.
Speaking of Chris Goins, he's right there up 9 spots so far tonight, holding on to 5th position. Expect him to at least finish there, most likely, as Trevor Robertson is a good ways back. We're coming to 4 laps to go.
Yeah, I think Trevor is one of the ones that short pitted, I think, as well as Goins. So this should be on pretty even tires, but I think Trevor's just, I don't think he's had the long run car tonight.
I don't know why it's showing yellow next to Alicia, but we had Kelly Kill right here. He has up 12 spots right now. In 8th position, just in front of Jacob Alicia. Jacob does have older tires. Let's look. Yeah, older tires than Kelly. I just don't know who's closing in on whom here.
Yeah, I almost think, does Alicia have some left front damage? I couldn't see. It almost looks like he's got a little left front damage too.
He does. I can see it right now. We just switched over to the rear view. That's probably hurting him pretty good. Moving on back here, John McAdam is holding on to 10th position. Down 5 spots. He qualified in 5th, so he's probably not going to be happy with that. Probably had a few things that got in his way tonight. He's always fast here. And then right behind him, George Rincon. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's so hard. McAdam is fast here. He had to have had some issues. It's just so hard to keep it on the track and out of the dirt for so many laps.
Behind George here, we got John Gallagher. Up 11 spots, having suffered a penalty, so he made a good recovery up to 12th position. racing out of Roseville, California.
Yeah, just keeps on digging. All he needed was a clean night. It's going to be a great points night for everybody that stayed in the race.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Dave Mayberry coming up behind him. John, he's a lap down. 3 laps down to the leaders, maybe 2 laps once he crosses the line here, actually. 2 laps down from this point back. Dave is up 6 spots, though, from where he began, running 13th.
That is still going to be a great result for Dave. I know he doesn't particularly care for these races, but he's another one that he doesn't quit, and he does improve. Because I remember we used to lap him a lot, and he's only got a couple laps down. He's still out there running, and he's in the top 15.
Yeah, having a good run here tonight. It's Sean McDonald, a 23 machine out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Let's see, he's up 4 spots on the night. Qualified 18th, running 14th at the moment. And we got Jesse Redding. Oh, Jesse must have had a problem. His truck is destroyed there. Oh, he's sitting on pit lane.
He got into the tire barrier. He was the one that got in the tire barrier.
We did see that. Let's see if anybody else is still sitting here. It's Dion Jones trying to make up some laps there. Dion's running 16th. I think Tom Bears is on pit lane. Scott Roney. Don't have him showing up. Anderson's out. Kilgore's out. Scott Milner is out. And Dobson is out. Back up front with 2 laps to go. This is your penultimate lap here. Next time by, he's going to catch the white flag.
And he is all by himself.
Yeah, 11. Now a 12-second lead over Jack Dixon. So you get Jonathan Osborne sitting in third still. He's got a pretty good lead over Player. I thought Player was going to close down in on him.
Can I have it here? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody, if he can have it, that was somebody else. He was going around there. Player
and Osborne actually pretty much ran the same lap time last lap. So.
He's not outside striking distance. Let's get back around here to your leader. Keeping his heart rate down about 128 right now, not getting excited.
I bet that'll rise up here in about a lap or so.
Here we go, folks. White flag lap. 1 lap to go. This is probably the race right here. Let's see if 13 can track down the 81. Don't know. That's a pretty good gap there. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it because Jonathan is on his rhythm.
He's going to have a great lap. Probably need a slip up from Osborne here. Yeah, it's going to have to be some kind of issue. I know, but Player is driving the wheels off that truck.
Yeah.
He was a second faster than Osborne that last lap, so he is gaining on him. I just think it's going to be. I think he needs another 2 or 3 laps there.
Here comes your leader right now. 12.5 second advantage around turn 13. An 89 machine of Craig Goodenough's going to bring it home for the victory here tonight at Sonoma Raceway in the heart of wine country. I'll be drinking a little bit of wine here after the race there, Jeremiah.
I think that was an absolute butt kicking, and I think he deserves some wine.
Here's a great run here from Jack Dixon. I was actually surprised at how close Jonathan Osborne got to him. And then here's Andy Player bringing it home in 4th position. So Jonathan able to hold on to the third step of the podium here tonight, folks. And we'll get an interview with your top finishers here momentarily. Let's see if that heart rate went up at all on your winner. It's like sitting at 125. He's still feeling pretty cool.
Yeah, he doesn't get bothered by anything.
No, not much happening with him.
Yeah, I was coming. I need another lap into flat traffic, and I kind of threw away a couple of. Good job, though.
You're going to hang around for the interviews there?
I'll hang out. Yeah, I'm here.
We need a good finish there, Osborne.
All right, there's your winner, Craig Goodenouth out of Helper, Utah. Let's see if he burns it down a little bit here, and then we'll go to break and pull these guys up and get an interview with your podium finishers.
great. I'm looking forward to talking to these guys.
Nah, for sure. See what he does here.
Now he's slowed down.
Yeah, he wants everybody to catch up. Hey man, let's make it look good for the for the end. Well, they might all pull up next to him there. 48. I mean, what a great run for the Jack Dixon and Jonathan Osborne too, playing the strategy, man. I thought that was really slick.
That was a great run from both of them. I really am proud of Jack for that. That was a nice, clean race. Osborne saying like that was a strategy that I didn't think was going to work out for him. I honestly thought he might get wrecked there, staying out on those tires, and it worked out brilliantly.
Yeah, so these guys are going to get themselves a photo opportunity here.
Yeah, I think they're going to go stop at the...
Oh, they're getting in order here.
There they go. Let them sort their stuff out. There we go.
Lori out there saying, congratulations to Craig, good enough. There we go. 1, 2, 3 from the flag stand. I don't know if he's going to burn it down for us or not.
I'm not sure we're going to get a burnout. Where'd he go? Did he go to the bathroom?
He may have.
Oh, he's leaving.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, hit the wall.
Don't damage the equipment, man. The engineer's not going to be happy about that one.
We're going to have to inspect that truck a little more. He bashed the rear end in right after he wins the race like that.
That's right. He may. What was it? They used to accuse guys of destroying their car.
Yeah.
All right, that looks like what we're going to get. So what we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to kick over, pull these guys in. We're the post race. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back, and we have your podium finishers up in the waiting room. We're going to get our first word with Jonathan Osborne. Jonathan was able to bring it home. Third step on the podium here tonight. Hey, Jonathan, it's Alan and Jeremiah Burke up here in the booth. Buddy, you got me.
I got you guys.
Hey, man, great run here tonight. Bringing it home third. You had a penalty to even start this race, and you drove it up there onto the podium. What was it like from behind the wheel for you tonight?
Very difficult, very I'm very tired after that. That was a run and a half.
Well, hey, Jeremiah is new to the booth, and I wanted him to get some questions in here, get some punches in. Hey, what do you got for the 81, Jeremiah?
My first thought was, what are you thinking staying out at this track on a restart? And then I started thinking, man, he knew something I didn't, because that strategy worked out brilliantly, because it looked like you were kind of stuck there around 6th or 7th spot after running through the field. So that was great move, great thinking, great run. I don't know what you were, or what made you stay out there?
Just the simple math is what made me stay out there. I figured that if I was close enough to the leaders when the caution came out, that I was going to be able to jump at least some track position. And even with older tires, I didn't figure that I was going to drop too far. And I think I gained, 4 positions out of it? I came in 7th at the caution there. And
yeah, you did.
Finished third. It was great. And you didn't bleed off too many spots. You were able to maintain the track position on the older tires, and it worked out well. I think that's probably, as somebody who likes to get penalties and start to back at this track, I don't think I've ever made it anywhere close to that far up, so that was great.
Hey, Jonathan, great run here tonight. Come bringing home 3rd place. But before we let you go, do you have any shouts for teams, fans, or family?
just want to shout out all of you guys again, Lori and you, Jess, and now Bert. He's in the booth at least tonight, maybe again. Well, that'll be cool to see him around, and you know, my family, everybody, and Larry Donahue that helps me buy computer parts and stuff. And you know, I still got to shout out Dustin Wade and Scott Roney again, because they sent me a graphics card and a power supply so I could continue racing. We got a beautiful VRL family here, so I just like to shout all you guys out.
Oh man, we appreciate it. Are you looking forward to next week when we head out to, where are we going? To Phoenix, man. How you thinking about that?
Oh, I'm excited there. I usually run really well, but I don't have any good luck, and it's my home track, so we hope we can run good there, just like Burke does. I don't know how he runs good there, but hopefully I can figure it out.
All right, man. Well, if you need tips, just give Burke a call. Sure, help you out, man. But until then, good job on tonight's win, and we appreciate you talking to us. Excuse me, not the win, but the third place podium finish.
Thank you, guys. A pretty good strategy the last two broadcasted race, so I'm pretty pumped up about that.
Yeah, great job, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Alrighty, thank you, guys.
Yep. All right, now we're going to move up on the podium to Mr. Jack Dixon. Get a word with him. One of our resident Canadians. Jack, this is Alan and Jeremiah Burke in the booth. What do you got me?
Gotcha, fellas.
Hey, man, great job on bringing it home on the second step of the podium. Jeremiah and I were talking about how much you've just really tremendously brought up your road racing skills. So how did it feel behind the wheel? Did you think that you had a chance at Craig at some point tonight?
Thanks. Yeah, no, I knew I had something, but I know Craig's a robot at these road courses. So I was sticking around with him, had that stage, and then just after the stage break, I cut that last hairpin a little too sharp, and I nicked the wall, and I thought it was fine, but then it spoke up to me and said I had wheel damage, and when I pit for tires, it said I had 3 minutes, so it felt fine. It just wasn't the same to where I could maybe keep up to Craig, but I don't know. Second place is all right for how I usually finish.
Oh, man, you did a great job. So, hey, Jeremiah, what do you have for your teammate here tonight?
Hey, great run. Great job keeping it on the track. I mean, second with 3 minutes of wheel damage. It's great. I know you got to go to work tomorrow. I'm sorry. We'll be off thinking about you. Yeah, I'm just proud of you. Up to good work. I don't have any questions today.
Okay. Well, good, great job, Jack. Before I let you go, do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
Just everybody, you know, everybody in the league's great talent, and enjoy racing with them every week. You know, it's a highlight for sure. You guys for, you know, putting on this race. It's a highlight of the week for sure. Berg, I guess you're the new Darrell Waltrip in the booth, so gotta thank you and my teammates. Great team.
He's gonna bring back boogie. Huh?
Hey, he's got it now.
All right, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you at Phoenix next week, man. We'll talk to you then.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, folks. Now we'll move up to the top step of the podium with Mr. Craig Goodenough in that 89 machine. Hey, Craig, it's Alan and Jeremiah Burke in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yeah, I got both of you.
Hey, man. Congratulations on tonight's win. What was the final there? 12 seconds, 12 and a half seconds, Burke, I think it was. You really put on a clinic. How was it from behind the wheel, Craig?
It was good. I'm not super excited about the whole performance. I mean, it was definitely hard to pass, tight to pass. I was patient as I could, waiting for slip ups, and sometimes they fight back a little bit and things don't go good, and sometimes we one moment we're the bug and one moment we're the windshield. I just hate it for the 31 and that whole incident on the back stretch. That sucks. I didn't want to see that happen in any way, so I'm not real thrilled about that side of the performance, but the second half of the race I felt like went pretty good.
Okay. Hey, Burke, what do you have for Craig Goodenough?
Oh, what kind of food are you looking forward to eating tomorrow?
Whatever you'd like to. We could go to Ruth Chris.
Oh, that sounds good, because I don't think the 31 is going to be inviting you to Thanksgiving dinner. However,
no,
I thought it was a great race. I thought that was a pretty... I would have made the same move. If I saw somebody slip up like that, I would have gone for it. I would have still probably wrecked him too. So I can't really fault you for that. And I think you did a great job on the second half of the race. And I'm happy you got the win here.
Perfect, man. Thank you.
No, you were flying, Craig. You were being super patient at the beginning of the race. I saw you had an opportunity a few different times to stick your nose in there. It just didn't work out on that one. When you saw him get a little bit loose, you thought there was an opportunity there, but he shut the door so fast that it's just one of those racing deals, really. But hey, man, congratulations on that tremendous run tonight. What do you have for teams, fans, or family before I let you go?
I'm kind of excited to see Jeremiah up there in the booth, so thank for him. That's kind of a surprise. I wasn't watching the broadcast or anything. Usually I have it streaming, so thanks for jumping in and being Alan's partner. Thanks for Alan for putting this on, and everything else, Lori, for keeping us all in line. And then, of course, everybody out in YouTube land watching and cheering me on. I appreciate it a bunch.
So, by the way, before I forget to mention it, it's official. You have officially hit your peak heart rate in one of your races at 160. I think that's the most we've ever seen.
Over at that.
Yep.
Yeah, I just looked at that. I wish there was a way, and I'm thinking there is because I was reading on the overlays. I think I can find what laps that spike is. So
well, I can tell you is whenever you were racing, you got loose behind. You went for a move on Alicia, and you got a little out of control there. That's when it happened.
Okay, yeah, that's probably what it was. But yeah, it does. And maybe I can broadcast like a little box below mine that has like the laps where those peaks were at. I'll play with it. Okay,
that's awesome. But hey, man, tremendous run. We're going to Phoenix next week. How you feeling about Phoenix?
I like Phoenix. Phoenix will be good. I enjoy it. It should be a top 5 truck. I'm definitely not going to go out there and rip around there and blow people's doors off, but I definitely feel like I'll have a top 5 truck.
Well, hey, man, we'll look forward to seeing you. Maybe we'll talk to you again on the podium, and good luck next week. We'll talk to you then.
Hey, thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Hey, man, good night.
Have a good night.
Well, Jeremiah, let's zoom out here, and let's see if we can do... Uh-oh, I killed the wrong thing here. What we're going to do is we're going to go over the race results, actually.
Okay.
You got them pulled up?
Got them.
What I'll do is I'll read off the first 10, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
As I get it up on the screen for you.
Gotcha. I got
there you go.
So.
All right, so your winner tonight, as we just talked to him, Craig Goodenough. Second place, Jack Dixon. Third, Jonathan Osborne. Fourth, Andy Player. Fifth, Chris Goins. Sixth is Trevor Robertson. Dylan Bryant brings it home 7th. Jacob Alicia 8th. Kelly Kill brings it home 9th. Great run for Kelly. John McAdam in 10th.
We got George Rincon in 11th. John Gallagher in 12th. Dave Mayberry in 13th. Tom McDonald comes home in 14th. Jesse Redding with that hard crash late in the race was 15th. Dion Jones 16th. Tom Bear 17th. Scott Roney 18th. Albert Anderson 19th. Russ Kilgore finishes in the 20th position. Scott Milner 21st. And rounding out the field, you had Greg Dobson in 22nd place.
And that rounds it out, folks. That's your results for tonight. We appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. We're here every Wednesday and Friday night, racing here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Friday and hit the notification bell, because we do have special events like we mentioned earlier, the 24 hours at Daytona that we're going to broadcast. So if you don't want to miss any of our racing action, hit that notification bell. You will be notified anytime that we go live. But that does it for tonight's race with Craig Goodoff bringing it home on the top step of the podium. Great job by him. And as always, I want to thank my beautiful and talented wife, Lori, for everything she does for me personally, my family, this league, and all the drivers. And I want to thank Jeremiah Burke for guest hosting with me tonight just at a moment's notice. In fact, he had no notice, and he came in here and did a tremendous job. So thank you, Jeremiah, for doing that with me.
Yeah, that was a blast. I was expecting to do a little interview, but I actually enjoyed trying to figure that all out and see how it went. And I think I caught on pretty fast, and that was actually fun. I'd like to do it again.
No, absolutely. We'd love to have you back. And with that, folks, round 3 is officially in the books, and we're looking forward to Phoenix Raceway in the Arizona desert next week. Be sure to tune in again at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. But until then, race fans, remember, stay sharp, stay fast, stay vigilante, and we will see you next time. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.